buenas tardes. Estamos aquí en la zona rosa con Angel, que nos visita de Estados Unidos. Ella es del equipo de Big Sleeps. Pero que se presente ella. Your name, please?
My name's Angel Rodríguez. I was born in 89, and I'm from Sacramento, California.
Yeah? Which is your oldest memory about tattooing?
Oh man, I was super little, like seeing my parents get tattooed. They would get tattooed at the house. So I was always intrigued by it. And then, yeah, that made me want to tattoo. Like I started tattooing at like 13 years old.
Oh, you're very young.
Yeah, very young.
So they both tattooing?
No, they would just get
getting
tattooed.
tattooing. Okay, so you remember who was?
Oh man, some street artist.
Yeah, you don't know the name.
No.
And which one is your first tattoo?
My first tattoo?
Yeah.
Like that I tattooed?
No, you first tattoo or you first tattooing?
My first tattoo was the ones on my arms. So I would get like random like stuff on me, and then I practiced a lot on myself. So a lot of my work on my legs I tattooed.
Which one was your first machine? You remember?
I actually had a Bishop was my first machine.
Oh.
Yeah, the rotaries.
Why you? Because your fathers, your parents get tattoo. You want to tattooing or why?
No, that really intrigued me. I was like, I want to learn how to tattoo. So after that I just kind of took it off, and then I did an apprenticeship. Pretty much.
At what age you did the apprenticeship?
Well, I was tattooing when I was 13, so like my friends, and then when I hit 18, I did my first apprenticeship.
So you get where do you get the machine?
Online.
Okay, yeah.
It was easy to get stuff.
Yeah. So, what was your first one?
My tattoo?
What you did?
I think it was, oh my goodness, like traditional stuff. So like a rose, little tattoos, kind of the starters.
But the first one.
Yeah, it was like a little rose.
Okay,
yeah.
And what do you think when you are doing?
That I need a lot of work. Definitely need to learn. So that made me want to keep just doing what I was doing. So.
And when you decide to go to do an apprenticeship, who told you?
It was actually a friend of mine. His name's Orfanel. So I pretty much apprenticed by him by about a year, and then I started tattooing. I went off and went somewhere else to tattoo.
He works in a play in.
Yeah, he was in San Jose, California.
The name of the shop?
Oh man, I don't even remember the shop name. I think it was like Lone Rose or something. It was a little street shop. He did a lot of realism, so that's what got me doing black and gray realism. Okay. So that's pretty much like how my style created.
So you from the beginning you were to the black and gray?
I did a lot of like the traditional stuff, and then when I started seeing more of these artists, especially in like the lowrider magazines, like I was so intrigued by it. So that made me really want to pick up that black and gray realism stuff. So
who were your influences?
Oh man, Jack Rudy, all them guys, Freddie Negretti. He's probably like the top ones that I've been really just very intrigued by.
Do you remember when you first met them?
It was actually my first convention. So my first one I did Golden State in Pasadena, and that's when I met Sleeps. I met Freddie Negretti. I met Jack Rudy, all them guys. It was a really cool experience.
From you have your Bishop first one tattoo machine, and then you change it
Yeah, I ended up switching up. Someone had given me a couple of Cheyenne machines, so I've been using those.
What do you think is the difference Why?
Honestly, I like them both. Kind of
Okay.
biased on it, so I like them both. I don't really see too much of a difference besides the style, like how it looks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The Nova one or which one?
I have the Soul Nova right now, the unlimited, the one that has like the battery pack in it already.
Okay. Uh, then when you went to the first convention, how was it? What
It
do you
was a
feel?
good experience. I was very shy and, trying to get myself out there. So that pushed me to really get myself out there because I just stayed at the shop all the time. So I was like, I need to do more. It was
Do
good.
more or learn more?
Learn more and just do more with my career because I was like, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I need to like really get my foot into doors that are just going to help me learn. So pretty much.
And you were a year with your friend?
Yeah,
Apprenticeship?
I'm with an apprenticeship.
And then where do you go?
I just started just tattooing, like traveling. I was going to like different shops around like the California area. So I would just do like guest spots.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you remember some place was an special one where you learn or something bad or something good?
I would say Los Angeles was probably like my top, like a good experience. Like that area had a lot of my style that I wanted to learn. So I really gravitated towards LA. So,
Which ones were shops? Which
well, Sleeps for one. And then that was later on, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. Like just a lot of more artists in the shops. So I would try to go and like learn stuff. And so, like Franco, a lot of just trying to learn from these guys. So,
uh, what what was the hardest part until now for you?
just putting myself out there, trying to just really stop being shy and, just really be out there and really showcase like what I can do.
So is your personality that makes you change?
Yes.
You have to change.
Yes. I was very shy, like very shy. I feel like I'm still a little shy, but I'm, breaking out of that for sure.
But about tattoo, technically tattooing, which part is the hardest until now?
I don't like being more consistent, trying to make time because I have a family too. So I have two boys. They're still little. So trying to like juggle like life and tattooing.
It's hard. It's hard to be a mom
Yes.
and a parent, and because they need a lot of time, right?
They do. Yes. And they're little. So it's like the past 6 years was kind of more of a struggle because, I was trying to travel. And this last year, I've been traveling a lot. So I have a lot of support though at home. So they're being taken care of.
And they what do they tell you about this?
They think it's so cool. My son's 5, so every time he sees me, he's like, "Mom, what tattoo did you do?" Or, he wants to like do tattoos too. So he's drawing and all this stuff. He's really like into it, always asking me questions. And the baby, he's little, so he's only 2, so he doesn't really ask too much.
But nowadays a toddler.
Yeah, he's a baby.
And is the time when they have more questions about the surroundings? No.
Yeah, I feel like my oldest, the 5-year-old, he like asks so many questions. Like he knows pretty much a lot of information about tattooing, which I think I'm like, what the heck? It's cool.
He will be an expert when
Right?
have 10.
Imagine starting at 5.
Did you have some history? Do you want to share with us?
Oh man, I'm like, not really. I would say really like getting involved with the traveling and the conventions, sleeps, getting sponsored. It really helped my career too. So I feel like I've been experiencing a lot of just stuff that I never thought I would experience. So I feel like tattooing has taken me so far, and I want to keep growing and just keep going.
Why? Because the fame, or because
no.
because why?
Honestly, it's the art. Like, I love tattooing. When I'm tattooing people, I'm so comfortable. I love to see the finished product. It's a lot for me, and I put a lot of passion into it. So the fame, I really don't care. I'm like, followers, I really don't care. But it's the art.
Where do you see you in 5 years?
Continuing to grow, like, just grow, keep going. That's really it. I'm like, I just want to keep elevating my art, doing bigger pieces. Like, I want to do more larger scale pieces and just build a bigger like clientele and stuff.
It's hard to doing a clientele when you are traveling so much.
No, I feel like I built a pretty solid clientele in Sacramento. So like when I started tattooing like full time in Sacramento, that really helped. I feel like that's where I got more of the bigger projects. So a lot of like those type of clients. So it wasn't like little pieces. I'm doing big pieces on people. So that's what I like to do.
Which one was the more hard?
Portraits.
But one that makes you blow your mind?
Well, my first portrait, I did a Salvador Dali piece, and I was sweating. I was like, oh my goodness, half my stencil fell off. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? And I knocked it out though. Like, I feel like at that time I did a really, really good job. So after that, I really wanted to keep doing portraits and like photorealism. So the focus is more of the photorealism that I do.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Do you want to share with us anything else?
I don't know.
How was your first go out the States?
Oh my goodness, that was actually an experience. So last year was my first time traveling ever. So I've never been on a plane. I never did any of that stuff. So the first one, I think it was New Orleans. So we were out there. I ended up tattooing the whole weekend too. So I got a lot of support out there. And then like going out of the country too. Like I feel like that was a huge step because we just got back from Brussels in Belgium. Like that was a huge experience seeing like the tattoo community out there compared to just everywhere in the States so far. Like I feel like the community is very solid. Like there's so many tattooers and I'm just like, I love meeting all these people. There's so many.
That one is a good one. The Brussels. I never been there, really but I know some stories from there. It's a very good one.
Yeah, it was a big show too. So like the whole city was just like everything was like art. Like people had graffiti everywhere. Like there was just art everywhere. It was really cool.
So the last year was your first time go out. Yeah. Then you went to Europe, came back to States, and then came here. Is your first time in Mexico?
I've been to Mexico before, but my first time in out here in Mexico City.
Okay, where was your first time?
Over there in Tijuana.
Oh, Tijuana.
Yeah, I have family out there.
Oh, okay. You work there?
No, I didn't tattoo out there. So this is my first time tattooing out here.
Oh,
yeah.
So you was talking to us about you were on a magazine?
Yes, I'm actually in 2 magazines. I feel like my art really got me indoors too for like the work that I'm doing. So the first magazine, it was by Ink Junkies. It was Ink Junkies, and then that's part of the Tattoo Industry magazine. So that was my first magazine. And then my second one is being released on the 1st of February, and that one's property of ink. So yeah, I feel like after that too, I was just like, my art was getting published, and I thought that was crazy, like more crazy than anything.
So they interview you because your art.
Because of my art.
How do you feel that?
It was surreal. I didn't think like my art would take me to those places, so actually being noticed by that stuff, it really just kept pushing to like keep doing better at my art. So.
Feels different the being in a magazine than have likes in a post.
I feel it because it's like it's published, so it's like it'll always be there. I feel like social media it goes away. It's like, and those numbers can go away anytime. But like being published, I feel like that was such like a huge thing for me. Yeah.
And how do you don't leave your mind blows? How do you don't do it?
I just focus like on my art and tattooing. Like I feel like those are milestones that I've been able to do, but I don't let it, get to me. So I feel like to me it's like pushing just to do better.
So it's a step in
Yeah, it's like motivating, because I'm like, well, if I can do this, I can keep just doing more, so, and just getting my work out there, like that's the main thing. So I feel like I have a lot to show, for my work.
So you like the feel, the bound in between you are tu cliente?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, it just pushes me. Like, that's the main thing. It just keeps pushing me. And that's what I really love about it, because I can just keep learning. So, that, pretty much.
Tell us about your tattoos. Can you tell the stories behind them?
Well, I have this really good portrait that I got about like 6 years ago. This was probably one of my favorite ones.
Who did it?
James. He's out there in Sacramento.
Oh, it's a nice one.
And then I have this really pretty piece from Elvia.
Ah, yeah. Maybe one day.
Amazing. And then, yeah, I feel like I have a good amount of them. Oh, the one on the back of my leg. So my friend Corey, he's out there in Sacramento too.
You have Mexican roots? Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, your name. That's stupid.
I wish I knew more Spanish. I need to learn more. And this is a lot of stuff that I practice on myself. So I was like doing little roses, trying to learn line work. And then a lot of this stuff, I got this in Bali by an artist, and then Spain. This is another artist in San Jose. Well, a lot of stuff. I'm like, a lot of cover-ups I'm trying to do, a lot of old stuff I'm trying to get rid of.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you. See you next one.
Bye.
La Casa del Tatuador lo que busca es eso, mostrar la cultura del tatuaje, de lo que se genera dentro del tatuaje, ¿no? Están las pinturas de los bodysuits, están las calaveras, están las máquinas, están los murales, ¿no? Están las piezas. Todo esto que tiene que ver con el tatuaje en sí, ¿no? Es cultura que se genera en el tatuaje. Es a lo que se dedica la casa, a mostrar la cultura que se genera en el tatuaje.